Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to this new video on an amazing coin, or at least a coin that rallied a huge amount yesterday, which is obviously Story or IP. IP is the name of their coin. This launched very recently. I mean, it's been on my watch list since the entire launch because I actually wanted to short this. Yes, I did not short it for reasons we'll get into a bit later, and that's also why I would not short it right now, but it's been incredibly bullish. It's liquidated a huge amount of shorts you don't even want to know. And a lot of these newer coins are actually doing quite well right now. I mean, we saw Kaito, for example, yesterday that launched on Binance do relatively well. So there's definitely some sort of a narrative going on right now with these coins that are relatively new. And the main thing with IP, the main thing with Story is that, well, first of all, I have to be honest, I mean, you can say, wow, we liquidated so many shorts. I mean, look at this. But that's also the main fuel. I mean, you can see every time that we actually had some big short liquidations going on, and that's when the price kept pushing up, right? Every time right here, short liquidations, short liquidations, short liquidations. You can see it on the spike, short liquidations, massive short liquidations. Because the truth is that, well, the project Story actually sounds like an interesting project, all right? So it's a project based around intellectual property. So that's quite interesting, and I would definitely recommend you to check that out. However, when this launched, the market was very bearish. People had never heard about Story. People thought, what is this project launching at $500 million market cap? And back then it was also very trendy to say that, or at least it was trending to look at all the Binance listings, which Story was one of, and see that most of them were down like 60 to 80%. So what happens is that people saw this project and they thought, I don't know this is never worth $600 million. So they shorted it. And what you saw at a very early stage already, which is the reason why I personally did not short, and we'll get into the analysis in a moment, don't worry. If this actually loads, please. No? Alright, I don't necessarily need to show you it, but it would be great. But the reason why I did not short this is because what you can see is that the funding rate was extremely low. Alright, the funding rate at some times was at like, I mean, you can see it right here, was at like -2%, which means that if you short, you lose -2% per funding round on your total position value, which is a huge amount. All right, if the funding rate is that negative, I never short. But the funding rate was that negative because a lot of people were shorting it, which pushed the perpetual futures price down, which decreased the funding rate to incentivize longing. And then outside of that, there was probably also some sort of a market maker behind this. You can see a lot of volume from Gate.io and OKX. Usually that's China. So there's manipulation going on as well, but that's why the price has pushed up like this. That's why the volume is $1.36 billion. I still think at some point of time that this is going to fall down an incredible amount. However, the funding rate is still negative. So I'm personally not shorting. If we take a look at the price right now, I would say it is most likely, like the amount of shorters have already decreased. I would say it's most likely that this spike we made up to $9 is the top. I don't think we're going back up there. However, I think short term, we can actually have another spike up to liquidate some shorters. And then honestly, we just have to see. I mean, at this point of time, the most important levels are probably right here between 5.5 and then right here between 4.5 and $4. That's the main support level. And then the main resistance level is at 5.5. Short term, I think the price will be relatively stable, and I'm leaning towards saying we will have another short squeeze coming in, something like this. But ultimately, I think we will stabilize and start some sort of a steady downtrend. Even though I think the project is interesting, right now it's sitting at a $1.26 billion market cap, and I think that's too high. All right, short term, I would not trade this. It's too risky. Funding rates are too negative to short. The price is too unstable to go long. So this is something I would expect, something like this. But I'll keep you updated on this if you're interested in that. For now, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.